Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I was guided to hop on here because there are some messages coming through that need to be delivered at this time. And there's so much, we are processing right now. We've gone into integration time after the solar eclipse, but the solar eclipse is bringing a lot of change. And I was guided to share this message with whoever needs to hear it today and during this time. The solar eclipses are about endings and new beginnings, and there will be many chapters closing for souls at this time. And when we were going through, in 2020, when COVID hit, there was a timeline split, like there was a big timeline split, and many souls split and went in different directions. Those who are choosing New Earth and going towards unity consciousness, and those who were refusing to do their work and still had to play out their karma and go through their processes and learning as a soul here on Earth. But those who are ready to shift, they went through a massive shift, and there were many souls who split directions, and many divorces, many relationship breakups went in opposite directions, literally in opposite directions. It's happening again this year. There's another timeline split, and there's a fork in the road, and you're at this choice point. For whoever needs to hear this message, you're at this choice point, and the clock is ticking, and you've got to jump. And when Spirit gives us these opportunities, they are doorways to the next part of you, and your peace, your harmony, your fulfillment, and your dreams being manifested. And we, at these points, we have a choice to jump and take the step, or stay stuck and keep playing out the same patterns. But if we are being given that door by source, by spirit, it's an opportunity, it's a gift from spirit, it's a blessing in disguise, but it means we have to take inspired action towards it. And what I'm feeling right now, in the last few days, I've just been feeling this, like my body is expanding, and I just want to like break out of this bodysuit because it just feels so tight right now. It just, everything just feels so tight. The bodysuit is feeling tight. So we're outgrowing our old suit, we're outgrowing our old identities, we're outgrowing our old life, we're outgrowing maybe our old workplace and our old relationships and our old friends and the old dynamics that we've used to play in our families. We're expanding. So it's like you got to listen to where your soul wants to now go to grow, because the soul is here to grow, and the soul does not like to be stuck and stagnant. I've experienced that for over many years, being stuck and trapped, and it was suffocating for my soul. And now, my soul is moving, and she wants to just dance and play, like she's broken free from that, paradigm. And it's a deep freedom and an expression of the soul, an authentic expression of the soul here on earth. And when you go through those tower moments and you go through those breakdowns to break through, it's not comfortable, it's not pleasant, because all of your wounding comes up to the surface, and you have to alchemize. You have to look at all the fear programs that come up, all the codependency, dependency dynamics that you've played, the imbalance of masculine and feminine, any poverty consciousness, any issues with money, everything comes up to be looked at. And then you have to go into that, cocoon and the dark night of the soul to do that deep alchemy work and sit with everything that comes up and work through it, process it, alchemize it, get the healing that you need, and do your breath work and meditations and everything, and start moving into the new vibrations. Because at the doorway to 5D and at the doorway to the new earth, the fear has to be dropped. It literally has to come off you, like it drops off you like a suit. And it can be quite intense because you have to face everything at the same time. So it depends, if you've been doing your work and you've been clearing your fear programs, anything that's left will be dropped off you at this stage. And I feel that now the clock is ticking. And the cards that came out, I just picked a few cards. Tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Are you going to jump? Are you going to leave your old situations? Are you going to leave those places where you are stuck, where you cannot express yourself, where you cannot speak up for yourself, where it doesn't serve your soul, where you're playing an identity that you've outgrown, and you're suffering inside, and you're stuck, and you're feeling trapped? in codependency and dynamics and duty and responsibilities? Are you stuck? Or are you going to jump onto your new timeline that is now kind of showing for you? The path is being shown to you. That timeline has appeared for you, and it's not because like you were calling it in. You've been calling in. You've probably been calling in for years, and here it is. Here is your wish fulfillment. That path has appeared. What are you going to do? You're going to freak and you're going to run the opposite way. Then you know I didn't call that in, but you've actually called it in. You've been calling it in your dreams, in your sleep, in your daily life, in your meditations. You've been calling for more, more, to grow, to expand, to evolve, to go to your next level. You've been calling that in. And so it may not look the way you wanted it to look. It may look different, but it's still taking you to the path of growth and where you're meant to be. So those choice points are here. And the timeline split is here. And it's amplifying throughout this year. But at this moment in time, it is amplified to another level. And Spirit is saying, it's here. The timeline split is here. You know, and we jump into new earth in batches. Like one batch goes, and then the next batch, and then the next batch goes. So it's kind of like we go in groups into the next vibration, and someone comes to hold our hand, say, "Come on, it's time for you to jump." Or you'll be shown the pathway in meditation. Like when I went through it, I was shown the bridge by Spirit, and Spirit said it's time to go. And I was actually told there's no more time. Like there's no more time. You've got to jump, and your path is here. And I was shown a bridge in my meditation, and in my dreams, a bridge, and I had to get on that bridge. When I'm walking down that bridge, and I was halfway down that bridge, I looked back to my loved ones and souls who I thought would come with me. And I'm saying, come on, I've got to go. It's my time. I've got to go. My time is now. I have to cross. And the response was, we're not coming with you. I'm not coming with you. I'm not coming with you. And at that point, I felt like breaking down on the bridge. Sounds like a story, like a movie, but it really was intense at that time for me. And yeah, I stood on that bridge and I was like, no, come on, I've got to go. Like this is it. I knew my timeline this was it. I'd put it off long enough and I'd been given many opportunities, and now Spirit was saying, no, there's no more time. This is it. You need to go. And I knew COVID was, I knew something was coming. COVID was coming, and we needed to be in position to do our light work and where our gifts were needed. So, as this light comes in, this light already knows your potential. Like the light and your higher self already know your potential and what you're meant to do here on the earth, and your gifts are needed. We are at a point where there's so many wars happening right now, and you are being called to your next level to anchor the codes of peace and harmony and love, and bring your technologies to earth and step into your next level so that you're constantly balancing the earth. But if you stay in the lower vibrations when you've upgraded and you're not taking jump, then you're feeding that energy. You're feeding entrapment, you're feeding slavery, you're feeding the patriarchy power over, because you're not in your empowerment and you're not in your power, in your king or queen energy. So you're feeding that energy. So, always try and think of energetics as from a quantum space of what we're feeding and what we're not, because we're constantly playing this balancing game here on earth, alchemizing, balancing, rebalancing. Where are we giving our energy to? Are we giving it to the old world, or are we giving it to the new world? Are we building, or are we depleting? Are we staying stuck? Or are we ready to graduate? If you are given a graduation certificate, then you're not going to go back to your old job. You're just not. You're going to go to the next level and you're going to get your promotion. It's the same with life. If you've graduated, you're not going to stay in kindergarten or primary school. Or, you're going to go to high school, and you're going to go to university, or when you graduate from university, you're going to go and get yourself a good job. So it's the next step. It's the next step that is now being presented, and it's time. And you can't stay stuck, because you're going to get very frustrated, and you're going to get very, very frustrated. Like you're going to feel really frustrated if you stay where you are. Spirit is making it very uncomfortable right now. for you to stay where you are because it's time to go. And we are doing a lot of healing at the moment. We are mending. This is a month of healing, really, clearing the shadow so that we can step into our power and go towards where our soul wants to take us and where we want to grow at this time. Going towards your peace. So if you want to get out of suffering and attachment and unhealthy attachments, and codependent dynamics and dysfunctional families and all of that, if we've learned our lesson and we've done our inner work, then, Spirit is showing you the doorway to your peace. And yeah, it may be a bit chaotic for a while and you'll have the waves, but then you're going to get to your peaceful place and your peaceful vibrations and your peaceful life. It's calling you. It's really calling you now. And you may be doing a lot of overthinking right now. What do I do? Don't I? Don't I? How do I do this? And Spirit is asking you to surrender deeper, because there is assistance and that you will be shown one step at a time. So the steps will be shown to you one step at a time, but you have to take one step, and the next step will be shown, then the one step, and the next step will be shown. Spirit was not going to ask you to jump completely and everything just goes crazy, unless, of course, you had many opportunities and you didn't take them. And so that you might get the tower moment where it's like, okay, you've just got, there's no more chances now. You've just got to do it. And your higher self also, because there's somewhere else you're meant to be. That you have new soul contracts that are coming in, and you've got to build together and you've got work to do together. So those souls can't meet you and get on and do the work that we've come here to do, to anchor. And there are certain points in our trajectory where we have to meet the energy. And if we miss the energy, then it will come back around again at some point. But it may take years. It may take 5 years, it may take 4 years, 3 years. May even take 7 years to come back around, because obviously those souls will go on and do something else. And the opportunity may completely be gone. You might miss that opportunity, and then you'll be redirected to the next highest alignment for your soul, which could be with another set of souls, to experience what you came here to experience and anchor what you came here to anchor. So, just think about things right now and what you're being shown right now by the universe. And if you are feeling that nudge and push, is to start making your way and start changing things that you need to change. This one also came up in, I can't believe the cards. Well, I can. Fork in the road. The fork in the road is here. And I'm feeling this is one back on, because I need to give this message to whoever needs to hear it. There is now a fork in the road. It's time to go. Which direction are you choosing? Which direction are you going? Are you going to go this way towards fear? Are you going to go this way and take up love's path and go towards the loving vibrations and the souls that get you and the souls that see you and love you unconditionally and respect you, and where you'll be respected for your work? Maybe you're in a place where you're not seen, you're not respected, that people take from you. They don't really see your light, and they don't appreciate who you are. They don't appreciate your beauty. Are you going to stay in those dynamics, or are you going to go towards those people and places that actually value you as a person? They value what you offer, and they see you and they respect you for your gifts and who you are as a soul. They see the light in you. So, the fork in the road is here, and many will be called to jump. Many are going to be called to jump at this time, because you've outgrown your old life, you've outgrown your old suit, you've outgrown your old identity, you've outgrown your old workplace, you've outgrown your old community, your old friendships, you've outgrown your old relationships. So jump time. Spirit is saying jump. And this one as well, to the sea. And look at her face. She's looking down, thinking, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know which direction. I'm stepping into the unknown. I don't know where I'm being guided at this time. But Spirit is above you. Source creators there watching over you. Your guides are watching over you. And you're being guided to go. You're in your boat. Now it's like, off you go. And you're like, I don't know where I'm going. Where have you sent me? Head is down. taking the path that is less traveled, taking the path that is less traveled. We are forging new pathways at this time. And we don't know where we're going. We don't know where we're going, but we have to have that blind faith of where we're going. And we have to take one step at a time towards the world that we wish to create and what we truly believe deep down in our core of what New Earth looks like and the vibrations that we are moving into. So that as we raise our vibrational frequencies, we move into another band, another radio station that you tune into, and there are souls on that radio station and on that vibration. And there are new gifts that you've come online on that vibration. And then you have new opportunities and new doorways that open on that vibration. And you have more fulfillment and joy and harmony and peace within you. So, it's jumping, giving yourself permission to jump and not staying stuck because others are not doing their work and you're doing your work and you've processed your lessons, your karmic lessons. And sometimes we forget that with karma, if we don't face our karma, if we run from it, we're only going to have to repeat it another lifetime. So there's no point avoiding it now. It's time to walk through the fear, the wall of fear. It's time to walk through the pain. It's time to walk through all the stuckness and the dynamics that have played out. It's time to walk through to your liberation, because avoiding it, how long will you avoid it? You've got this life, you've got this life. Do you want to live fully in this life and fully show up for life and fully show up for who you are and discover who you are? Or do you want to keep doing this looping and staying stuck and not being able to get beyond your fears and not get to explore yourself as this quantum being here on earth, this cosmic being that can be living in a space of joy, freedom, harmony, and releasing those soul contracts, because those souls also have signed up for that contract. And at some point, they also know that you're going to shift. And they also have lessons to learn from that dynamic. They have also chosen to learn their lessons from this dynamic and this split. It's because these are contracts that we've chosen to play out karma and to learn lessons and to learn our lesson, but then to move on, like in a PlayStation game. If you've done the level and you've worked it all out and you've got all your points, you move to the next level. The door opens and off you go into the next level. You don't just stick around when you've done that level and you know inside out and you've learned everything and you've got all the tokens or whatever it is. You go then into the next level. You go into the next level. And then you have the experience at the next level. So this is what, this is why we're here. This is why we're here. So the doors are opening, going out to sea. There's a fork in the road and tick tock, the clock is ticking. The timeline split is here. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose New Earth and you're going to jump and you're going to go towards your destiny and your higher calling and why you're actually here and what's calling you at this time? Or are you going to stay playing out the same dynamics, staying stuck, and you're not growing? Your soul is not growing. In fact, your soul is suffocating. Your soul is withering because it's not growing. And we come here to grow. We've come here to evolve. And time's up, says Spirit. Time's up. Your time's up. And if you are hearing that your time is up, then it's time to jump. Take a leap of faith and jump into the new timelines, because they're here for you and they're going to take you to your wish fulfillment, your joy and your happiness. So yeah, that was the message. This was a message. It was a really, really strong message that yes, the timeline split is here and it's time to leave. It's time to leave. It's time to go. It's time to go to your next adventure. It's time to go to your new beginning, because you no longer fit there and you no longer belong there. So start to make a move and start to take the steps forward into the next level of your life. So I think, yeah, just checking. There's nothing else that they want me to share. They just keep saying peace, peace. What is the price of your peace? To be in peace and harmony, to go and align with your peace, and that your peace should be a non-negotiable. Your peace Your inner peace should be a non-negotiable. And if you're not at peace and you're living in chaotic environments, why are you living in such environments? Isn't your peace worth something to you? Isn't your peace a non-negotiable? So just look at that at this time and see, what is calling you, where you need to go. Even if you don't know where you need to go, but you're taking that one step towards where you feel you are being called to go. Okay. So that was today's message, and it was very, very strong. So yeah, we are in this really powerful time after the solar eclipse, and things are just starting to come in, and we're starting to receive little inclinations and little insights, and we're just integrating all the information coming in. And we've got full moon coming in, and we've got these big planetary alignments at the moment where, Spirit is saying that, look, you can't play small anymore. It's time to expand and, to be really honest and truthful with yourself at this time. Just be so truthful. And I talked about the mask coming off. The mask is coming off. We can't lie to ourselves anymore. We can't hide from ourselves. We have to be authentically who we are within and align with our deepest truth. And as we align with our deepest truth and anchor that on the planet, we are anchoring and changing the vibrations on Earth. Otherwise, we are feeding the old energy and feeding the old Earth. And we are here to build the new Earth. So it's to remember why you've actually come here. And if you've come to do this work, to remember on a soul level and take the next step so that you can do the work that you've come here to do, and you can anchor the vibrations you've come here to anchor, and you can meet a higher expanded version of yourself, and you can step into more soul gifts on that vibration. You can get to meet the expanse of you and these incredible other beings that are on that vibration that are waiting to meet you, where you can co-create together and build something so beautiful. That's what's calling you. So that sounds magical, right? But it's true. It's absolutely true. And it's real. It's absolutely real. So start taking the steps, truly start taking the steps towards your wish fulfillment and your peace and your joy and your harmony, and break out of the cycles where you've got stuck, where you no longer belong, but you're too afraid to make the move. Okay. So that was the message today. I send you my love. And just to let everyone know, I'm on Instagram and on Facebook, so you can contact me there, or you can just follow me there. Subscribe to the channel so that I can tune into your energy, so that I can keep bringing the messages through. Share the videos if you feel guided, whoever we can reach at this time to help, share the messages so that we can help as many souls as we can. On Thursday, we're starting our journey with Horus and bringing in the Horus technologies, the activation of the divine sun child. So we're letting go of the wounded child, and we're stepping into our empowered sun child, divine child. So these new energies are coming in, and Horus is a powerful, powerful energies. Energies powerful, beautiful. It's all about safety, protection, loyalty, and trust. Those vibrations, anchoring ourselves in our innocence and in our purity and in our inner truth, and feeling safe in the world to thrive in this world. So we will be working with those technologies every Thursday for the next few weeks. So we'll speak to you soon. Take care and see what is calling you at this time. See what is calling you at this time. Okay, everyone. So take care. And that was my message for today. And I'll be back soon with another video when the guides are called. There's a lot of messages coming through at this time, so we will bring them through as they come in. Okay, thank you so much. And we'll speak to you soon. Take care and bye for now.